right, we're back. We welcome you to another episode of Sports Talk Unfiltered, where we're talking all the sports all the time. Man, we had a great, I think, sports week. I think it was pretty good. How you guys doing before we get started?
I'm good. Ate plenty of
Good.
turkey.
We didn't get an opportunity to talk about the week before, but anyway, it's a
Yeah,
new
but
week.
you know that week gone now.
Yeah, I know.
That's
That's what you
funny.
said.
Yeah, that
Ain't
week
that
gone.
Tony? You said that,
I
Tony. Remember,
definitely
Tom?
wish
On
we
to
could have
another week.
talked about it. I really do.
On to
Yeah,
another
right.
week.
Funny.
All right, hold on.
Really.
All right, man. A couple things real
Joking, Tom.
quick. We're gonna get into before we get going, get everything. First topic. Trying to find that one. Y'all hold on one second. Let me see if I can find it. Hold
You must be talking about the kickoff return
on. No, what
against
I don't even know what
against the
happened with
Commanders.
the
Against the Commanders.
oh
Tony was
what
Me and Tony was playing PlayStation, man.
I missed that one. What happened with the kickoff return?
Me and Tony were playing PlayStation. He juked me. He moved that trigger so fast and turned in a circle and ran all the way for that touchdown. Uh,
Yeah, but how you know
boy,
that PlayStation got an age limit on it?
huh? No, I don't.
Oh, it don't. Oh, okay,
No
You
sir.
don't?
No sir.
man.
No
All right,
sir.
look. Did y'all see that hit on Trevor Ariza
Lawrence.
by the Al Shahir
Lawrence. Lawrence.
Aziz
Trevor Lawrence.
on Trevor Lawrence? I'm sorry. Did y'all on his name Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, you
You
said
said a
Trevor Reese. He
reason.
played basketball.
I said Trevor Ariza. Oh, I was trying to think
Yeah.
of the guy's name at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do y'all think he ought to be suspended? Oh, actually, he got 3 games suspension on that.
Yeah.
Do y'all
Yes.
think he should have been suspended? If so, do you think the 3 games was enough?
I ain't see it.
You ain't see it? All right, let me show it to you real quick.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. But yeah.
Los Angeles has a 9-7 lead. We had a brawl here in the Texans-Jags game. You're going to see Aziz Al-Shaair come in and hit Trevor
You know it's not on the screen, right?
as he was going down, and it is
No,
going
it's not on the
down
screen.
between the Texans and the Jags. An immediate brawl, a clear
I
chase,
don't know if you heard y'all.
in. I'm going to lay out here, guys. Can we put up the audio and they can watch the replays here? This is not a good-looking play by Aziz Al-Shaair against Trevor Lawrence that the medical professionals run out to attend to as the fracas continues on the sidelines. Let's listen.
in my opinion.
Another flag has come down with the activities on the bench. But
Do every football field.
Ryan's out there.
Relatively in its entirety.
There's a launch.
You raise the forearm, you go to the head and neck area.
A horrible-looking play in Jacksonville. Aziz Al-Shaair ejected
There's an opportunity
immediately.
to
There
pull
might be
off.
some more discipline. What you're watching here happened about 3 minutes ago. We wanted to bring it to you relatively in its entirety so you could see what happened. And clearly, it happened in front of the Jacksonville bench. The Jacksonville offensive players who were on the field on that play immediately trying to enact their form of justice, I guess you would say. Texans have to come over to back up their guy. Terrible looking scene in that division matchup there. And we can tell you that Trevor Lawrence has sat up. They brought the cart out for him. And
Did you see it, Elliot?
Yeah.
All right. So what you think?
I'll let y'all go first.
You know what? It's football. Now, in regular speed, it looked horrible. When they slowed it down, he led with his forearm, but his forearm didn't hit him in the hammer initially. It really hit him in his chest. The hit threw him back, with his momentum, as he fell to the ground, the forearm did go to the helmet. But that point to me, I didn't think it was intentional. The only thing I would say where he went wrong at, given today's NFL and time, he knew he was going down the slide and he launched forward anyway. To me, that was the only thing he did wrong. The rest of it was football.
Howard.
You correct. You correct, Elliot. Um, they done messed this thing up so bad in the NFL, man, where the guys can't even tackle anymore. Listen, he did launch, but just take it back a little further. Now, what if he didn't slide? Most of them are
Right.
doing that now, faking the slide and then continuously
Yeah.
running.
Yep.
Then they run and score a touchdown. Then you're going to be to blame for that. So it's football, man. It's a dangerous. He did launch. He did throw the forearm, but it's done happened plenty of times, and I haven't seen anybody suspended because of that. So now they want to make him out as a dirty player, which I don't believe that he is, and make him their scapegoat for that what's been going on. It's been worse hits than that in the NFL, man. And for him, they suspend him 3 games. No, I don't. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Yes, it was egregious, but at the same time, when you launch, you ain't got no control after that. When he was sliding, I guess
What was
it
it?
was just too late.
What was egregious?
The hit, it was egregious. It was a hard hit. I mean, because of the way it went down. Like I put it like this: when Elliot said, "And when you going fast, Bishop, you already know, and I don't know if you play football or not. Sometimes you can't stop your momentum. Period. Live. You can't slow yourself down and then hit somebody. It's just gonna happen. It's gonna be a collision. But what I think, like I said a while ago, is you can slow it down. You gonna see all of that fast motion. You still gonna see the same thing. Only thing is y'all dissecting what he did. Basically, it was a hard hit, man, and yes, it was. It was a tough one, but it's been something that's worse than that, man. It's been something that's worse than that.
You think he got? You
Uh,
think he? I'll let you go, Tony. That I ask this question.
So I'm gonna both agree and disagree with both of you. Because I think two things can be true at the same time. Number one, he led with his forearm and he hit him in the face mask, which pushed his head back. Okay, that was number one. He was sliding, so it made it an illegal hit. So it was illegal, but the hit was not that egregious. In fact, the contact was not even that egregious. In fact, I think there was probably more contact with Trevor Lawrence's head to the ground than it was from the actual
Right.
contact, um, which makes it illegal. So I do not have a problem with him being suspended. Why? Two words: Vontez Burfict. If you look at his history, he has been fined 4 times and been suspended for 1 game once before for late hits out of bounds, roughing the passer, grabbing, by the face mask and pulling on the face mask. So he has a history, right? The
okay. Well, I didn't know
problem
that.
that I have with this is that everyone, because of how Trevor Lawrence laid out, everyone went to make this out to be the biggest hit, the worst thing that has ever happened. And this is what's wrong with football. Oh, this is so sickening. They want to attack this man's character, right? He's just one of those players that plays too hard. He grew up at a time, he grew up playing where it was like, we need to deliver the blow because it's a part of it. So, number one, I don't have a problem with him being suspended just because if you're going to play that way, it comes with a certain amount of risk. But I am very disturbed and even disgusted by the outrage that people, it's like I've seen far worse things happen And I hate to make this
Yes.
about I hate to make this about the things that people always want to make this about, but I've seen other defensive ends slash, linebackers of a different, say, persuasion that have done plays that look somewhat accidental that have actually been more egregious with less fallout. And so my problem is not with the suspension because, hey, I mean, it's just the thing. You get the risk. You play like that. You play risky. Then sometimes you just have to deal with the consequences of playing that risky. I don't think he was trying to hurt Trevor Lawrence. I think he was trying to lay a hit on him, like everyone who gets an opportunity to lay a quarterback, they do. But the fallout from some of these people who are coming out and saying all of these things negatively about this man and about his character, and I do think that the reputation, because some of the previous fines that he's gotten have been for plays that I thought were just routine plays and not finable. Yes, throw the penalty, but I didn't know it was fines attached to it. A face mask,
Right.
because of how he grabbed the face mask, it was an $11,000 fine. Or the late hit out of bounds, because of how he hit him, it wasn't just a penalty, but we're then going to fine him $10,000 afterwards. So it does beg the question: is there like something else behind it? Because the outrage, like, I saw the outrage before I saw the play, so I was expecting, when Vontaze Burfict hit Antonio Brown, like I was expecting something like that, like for you to hear the pads pop and Antonio Brown laying down there not moving. I was expecting to see something like that. When I saw what I saw, I had the same reaction that you had, Elliot. I'm like, wait a minute, I've seen far worse than this. Why the outrage?
What you think about what y'all think about what he just said? What Tony just said?
I don't think he deserved 3 games. Maybe a game. But even though Tony was saying I didn't look up his history of all of that. We already knew what Burford was out to kill somebody. I don't care what nobody said. He really was out to hurt somebody, especially anybody that was on the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was out to hurt somebody. I don't think Shazier, if that's his name, I don't think he meant it. But like I said, once he launched, I mean that's what it was, man. But I don't think he deserved no 3 games. I just don't believe that. Suspended maybe 1, I'll take that with his history. More than I don't think he deserved that
How the
because it's been
suspension
more
happened,
egregious hit.
because so the suspension was 3 games because they factored in the fact that it, like you said, he hit his shoulder, so he has a sprained AC joint on his right shoulder. He's going to be out for several games. And when you do an illegal
Well,
play that
he
puts
was gonna be
somebody
out
else
anyway
out,
because they 2-9, so they were gonna
right?
sit him
But
out
what I'm
anyway
saying
because they
is,
2-9.
but when you do something illegal that puts a player out off of a legal thing, one of the things they try to
Right.
do is they try to match you being out with the time that they're going to be out for that one particular thing. And so the fact that they factor that in, I mean, on one hand, I do kind of understand it because, I mean, think about it. You could just send a goon out there to put somebody out. You know what I'm saying? If you want, ain't like nobody worried about Jacksonville, but other teams, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if somebody want to send a goon out there to hurt Josh Allen or something because they
John
trying to
Cena did
catch.
it.
So
Elliot, what do you think about what
So
Tony said?
I'm still the only illegal part was the launch. The launch before, well, while he was sliding. He initiated the slide and the launch came at the same time. To me, that was the illegal part. To me, looking at it, the elbow did not hit the
it
face
hit his
mask
face
or the
mask
helmet
first.
at all. It
Yeah, it
did?
hit his face
Well,
mask first. Yeah, if you look at all the
like
angles,
Tony said,
you'll see
Elliot,
the
his
first
head is
contact
the
was
main
face
thing. His head hit the turf hard. It hit the turf
Yeah.
hard.
All
So
right,
I
man.
think that's what the
I
concussion
listen to
came in.
y'all. I listen to y'all. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think he got 3 games for that hit?
No, he got 3 games because of his history.
All right,
If
then.
his
So what's the
history,
problem?
I
He
don't.
didn't
I
get
I didn't
3
know
games.
about the
He didn't
history at
get
first.
3 games for that Trevor hit.
Yeah.
He
Well, I
got
want to see the history.
he got
I want to see the history. That'll make me a believer. I need to see his history. I didn't read up on that.
I
I
agree
didn't see
with
his
it.
history.
I really think
From
he
what they
did.
were saying, from what they were saying at first, he really didn't have no history. I mean, that was the word going out
Who I don't
of
know
hits
who
like
said
that.
that. I don't know who said that.
Yeah, I don't
He's
know who
gotten
said that,
he,
Howard.
he has at least 5 finable actions. It was 4 or 5. I'm trying to pull it up right now to see where I got that from. But yeah,
Do that
I
for
was
me.
watching that. He
I can do it
has
too.
5.
So yeah, you don't. I don't think they gave him 3 games because of that, man. 3 games is a lot when you're suspending in the NFL. That's a
Well, it's
quarter.
gonna
That's
hurt them
almost
too
a
at the
quarter
same
of your.
time,
That's almost a
because
quarter of your season.
they vying to get in the playoffs, and they're gonna need him.
Yeah, they
This is
got to
his
hit
3rd suspension, Howard.
3rd. Howard.
Third. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So the suspension is fine. Okay, I get that. But like I said, the release of him doing what he did when he was sliding, you can't control that. You can't
Man, look,
control that,
he is
man.
on.
No, Howard. He could control beginning the hit. So here's the thing, man. They already know if the quarterback has the right to give himself up. If that was a receiver, it might have been a penalty, but it probably wouldn't have been egregious because receivers are not known to give themselves up. Quarterbacks, they put that protection in
Quarterbacks ain't now
because,
either, Tony.
we say?
They not quarterbacks neither right now either. You want me to pull you one? Patrick Mahomes. They're not either, man.
I haven't seen him do the
Big boy.
fake slide though. I've only seen Kenny Pickett do the
You ain't seen
fake
Patrick
slide.
Mahomes do the fake slide? Yes, he have.
I mean, I'm not
Yes, he
saying he has.
has.
I'm saying I haven't seen it.
But I'm just saying.
First of all, I don't think Trevor slid early enough, in my opinion.
No, he did. No. If you look, he started sliding like almost 5 yards away from him, bro. Like you can look. If you look at it,
Let's look at it. Let's look at it
the
again.
beginning part of the slide. He's
Los
far.
Angeles has a 9-7 lead. We had a brawl here in the Texans-Jags game. You're going to see Azeez Al-Shaair come in and
This in slow motion. There's a respect that you grant.
D'Amico Ryan's out there now saying to Azeez Al-Shaair, get to the sideline. And you're going to see it again.
I mean, this is just everything. Shoulder. He's in the sliding posture.
There's a launch.
You raise the forearm. You go to the head and neck area.
a horrible looking play in Jacksonville. Azeez Al-Shaair ejected.
There's an opportunity
immediately.
to
There
pull
might be
off.
some more discipline. This, what you're watching here, happened about 3 minutes ago. We wanted to bring it to you relatively in its entirety so you could see.
What consequence should Draymond receive?
He did.
That's
He
going.
did.
That's going.
He did.
That's almost going 100 miles an hour though.
It is, but here's the thing, man. You know, Trevor Lawrence, if a quarterback is going to try to run you over, he's leaning forward to try to.
Yeah, but Trevor was
beat
trying to
you
get
out.
some extra. Trevor was trying to get extra 2 yards though. He
He
saw that
that
dude. He
time.
saw that dude. Look, trust me. If he had a slid 2 yards before, that wouldn't have happened.
No,
The dude would have dived over him. He would have dived over him if it was been 2 yards before. He got hit because he was trying to get a couple extra yards.
he ain't had no. And then watch this. Here's the thing. What person do you know? And that so y'all making me do this. I didn't want to attack Azeez, but what person do you know goes down on his knees to make a tackle on someone unless he knows that he's into a slide? You don't do that. His breakdown wasn't a normal breakdown. He went down to
I don't
match
understand.
levels.
I don't understand, Tony. What are you
No,
saying?
man. So no. All right.
What are you
so
saying? Now it sounds like
I
you
both-
saying he
no.
was targeting them or something.
No. Listen, I've both played and coached football. I've coached
Okay, I'm
tackling. I know
asking. I'm
exactly-
just saying because
No.
you spent a few
No.
minutes saying that the dude.
No, I said it was a late hit. I didn't think it was. I don't think it by itself was suspension worthy. But let's not
If
make
you-
it like this was some mistake that he made or something that he couldn't control. No, he absolutely knew what he was doing.
So he knew the
went down-
dude. He knew the dude was going down, and he still wanted to take a shot on him going down.
He went and matched levels. He matched
So
levels.
why when you think he deserved 3 games outright? Why they?
Because
so what's
nobody
wrong?
else
So
would have
what's
been
wrong with
suspended.
them assassinating his character then?
No, because if J.J. Watt would have done that, they wouldn't. No, I'm sorry. I don't want to use J.J. Watt because I want to make. If Myles Garrett would have done that on that play, it would have been a penalty. But Myles Garrett doesn't have the
but you
history.
just saying he went down to match
no.
his level though. You just finished saying that the dude was sliding. He knew he was sliding, and he went down to get a good lick on him. So anything that I say about you after then, I'm not trying to attack your character. Yo was a dirty hit.
Yeah, but so again, there's a difference between being an illegal hit and a dirty hit.
And he been fined. And he been fined how many times? No, suspended. How many times?
Suspended 3 times.
Three. But before this one?
This is his 3rd suspension.
This is 3rd suspension for some kind of hit situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think your character's already speaking for yourself in the suspension.
Nah, man, it's different to me, but
I understand. I understand. I was just curious to see if he it ain't worthy of talking about, but I was just curious to see if he was worthy of that. Hey, before we get on, look, I heard this, so I wanted to get y'all's opinion on this real quick. We ain't got to spend a lot of time on because I know my answer is the right one, so we ain't got to really spend a lot of time on it. But look, best athlete of all time. Elliot, let's get the laugh out the way first. All right, who the best athlete of all time? Elliot.
Well, if we're gonna go there, I mean, 7 rings, 5.
Oh my God!
5 Super
He
Bowl
said athlete,
MVPs.
man. He said athlete.
Yeah, athlete Tom Brady.
I did not believe you was gonna say it. You didn't take time.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's just your go-to guy, ain't it? You really don't believe that, do you?
He played in 10. He played in 10 Super
I didn't
Bowls.
say the best football player. The best athlete.
Okay, now Jordan is the GOAT NBA for me. But then when we compare him to Brady got more rings.
Hold on. Oh my God.
Brady
So
did
what?
it
Maybe
longer.
then I was assuming when I say
Talk to me,
athlete,
talk to me,
everybody
bitch,
would
talk to me.
understand what I meant. So what is your definition? What do you mean when you hear athlete? What makes an athlete to you?
Professional sports player. I mean, all of them athletes. There are some that's more athletic than others, but all of them athletes.
All right, so Tom Brady is your best athlete of all
Okay,
time.
I already knew he was going to say this, so let me just cross-examine him on that.
All right, he gonna cross-examine Elliot. You and Tony real quick.
Okay, so Elliot, is it possible to be better at a job than someone and have less ring?
Say that last part again.
Is it possible to have fewer rings than someone but still be better than that person?
Man, I mean that defines dominancy. I mean the championships, the rings. But
So then
in some cases,
both Jordan and Brady are out of it because
possible.
Russell has more rings. Your discussion is over. I don't even want to talk to you about stuff no more.
It's possible.
Okay, it's okay. So who's
And
a
then
better
we talk
quarterback?
about a whole
Who's a
different
better
era.
quarterback? Who's a better quarterback to you? Joe Burrow or Russell Wilson?
Joe Burrow.
How many rings he got?
Yeah,
No. Well,
Stop talking to me, bro. Stop.
No, yeah,
Okay?
yeah. He
Just
said
stop.
better quarterback.
Just stop. Just stop.
Elliot, why you do that, man?
You don't even have to
anything is
pull this
possible.
back up.
Elliot.
I just told you that.
Elliot, he got Elliot. He made them facts on
I
you,
just
bro.
told you that. It's
Bruh,
possible.
I can't.
He made you eat your championship just right there.
Can't with this dude, man. I cannot.
Better
Tom
athlete.
Brady. Listen, here's the thing, man. How can you say the better athlete in a team sport? You give him credit. The quarterback ain't about winning. The quarterback is about doing your job and scoring
If that's
points.
the case,
It
you
is
could
not-
take him
It
to.
is not my fault.
Tony
If
could take him to the championship.
Joe Burrow last week threw
Tony
for
could take him.
God knows how many yards. It ain't. Oh my God! It's just that their defense is so terrible. You listen.
It's a team sport, but I'm not gonna have you as my quarterback. I ain't gonna do it.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yeah.
Tony, can you tell us yours,
We talking
please?
about tennis.
Explain,
No, you go
explain
ahead
what
first.
you mean.
Go ahead,
Elliot.
Howard. Go ahead, Howard. I don't know what this call is.
I say something. Ellis said he wouldn't have you as his quarterback. Tony.
I wasn't Tony. I wouldn't have my quarterback.
Anyway. When Bishop, you had me scratching my head, man. I was trying to. I tell you what, I'm not even going basketball. I'm gonna go track and field. Carl
Okay.
Lewis. Carl Lewis was one of the best athletes, if not ever. Carl Lewis. I got to go there with Carl Lewis.
Best athlete
Just don't let him
all
sing the
time.
national anthem.
Carl Lewis. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. And
I
so
can see
Elliot,
that.
so Elliot, you going with Brady? Is you
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
read? You want to
still going
reach?
with
You
Tom
want to
Brady.
read? You want? All right, my answer,
No.
best athlete all time is Bo Jackson.
No.
Bo
Bo
Jackson.
Can.
Because he played two
Bo
sports?
Jackson.
Bo Can.
Bo Jackson is my best. I don't know about that. We got somebody in the comments saying that Muhammad Ali is the
I
best
can see
athlete.
that.
Nah, not best athlete. Not best athlete.
Okay. You all right?
Now,
You
but
going to
he
the
also
definition
said
of
Deion.
athlete.
He also said Deion Sanders. Now I can't go with
Okay.
Deion. I can't go
Possibly,
with Deion.
yeah.
Deion,
Yeah.
I can go with Deion. I say Bo Jackson is the best athlete of all time. What do you say, Tony?
Bo
Who
knows.
is yours?
So when you guys did this, when I thought about this, I first of all, this is impossible because of the definitions of athletes are going to change. A lot of reason why people choose Deion and Bo is because they play two sports professionally. To me, I look at someone who's dominant, and if you really want to look at someone's dominance, to me, it has to be an individual sport because in team sports, it's kind of hard to separate a person's dominance or whatever. And so by looking at that, I think there are two people who stand out to me as being the most dominant athletes at what they do overall.
You're going to Jamaica.
At
I feel
what
you.
they do? Is that what you're going by?
Well, I mean, when we're talking about athletes, we're only really talking about the athleticism, as it relates to their sport, what
Okay.
they're doing.
All right.
So, I mean, you can really only compare them to what they're doing in their sport. So I'm not saying who jump fastest, run. I mean, because if we're going to do that, then it's whatever. You right. I do go to Jamaica as one,
I know.
and that's going to be Usain
I
Bolt
know.
because of how dominant he was at what he is. And then the other two, I actually go in the swimming pool, and it's going to be between Michael Phelps and Katie Ledecky because no one dominated their sport as long as those two.
Okay. 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 Well, look. I shouldn't say this, but I will say it anyway. Well, look. We need to have.
I thought about Serena too, but go ahead.
We need to have a woman best athlete and a female and male best athlete.
Makes
Gotcha.
sense.
Yeah,
Makes
we can't.
sense.
They can't be
Right.
the athlete of all
Right,
time.
and that's
I'm
what
going
saying.
Serena. I'm going Serena.
What you mean for
As a
female
female.
or not? You mean female, not just all around?
Right.
Yeah, for female.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but the
I'm
reason
going
why
Serena.
I did include them is because I was only talking about most accomplished, right? Because of what they did in their sport. If we're talking about who jump higher, who run faster, then the best athlete is Usain Bolt, period. Because can't nobody beat him running for 12 years.
The reason why I'll say mine is Bo, because Bo dominated both them.
Yeah, the Bo. So if you go back and
Bo
look,
dominated, and he told me he was great in baseball too.
you got to go. No, he was really good in baseball. Let's please go back. We never talked about Bo Jackson in baseball the way we talk about like a Barry Bonds or one of those guys. He wasn't that kind of dominant in baseball. It's just, don't get me wrong, he was really good. So was Deion. Really
and
good.
He was a star track in high school.
Yeah, in high school.
I'm just saying, but
I got
that's
people I
because
went
he
to high
couldn't
school
play.
with.
That's because he couldn't do track.
Yeah,
he couldn't do
but-
the third sport. He can't do track,
No.
baseball, and football.
In high school, Allen Iverson was all state, the number one. As a matter of fact, Ronald Curry was the number one football recruit in parade. He was the number one basketball recruit in McDonald's All-American, and he was number one in track. Allen Iverson did the same thing. That was in high school. To me, those are great athletes, again, like what you said. So, to me, the greatest athlete to me was, like, who did it all was either Allen Iverson or Ronald Curry, because they were dominant in everything.
High school.
Right. But even to me, Ronald Curry got too big to play basketball. But AI could have absolutely played football. He could have absolutely played football.
Not at the same time.
What do you mean?
Not both sports at the same time. I'm talking about
He could have absolutely left played football until it was over, and then came to the basketball season and been dominant.
What was he playing football? What would he have been playing football at? Somewhere in
he would have been playing.
No, I'm just
he could have been a professional.
I'm asking you, would he had come back? Would he had came back and played for the Crabbers?
Hey, bro, y'all
I'm just asking you, man. Look, I don't have nothing but with you. I know it's our
man.
dream to get you on the show, so let me stop. Let me stop. All right, go ahead. All right, so look, best athlete all time, Tony. You go with.
I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I want to go with Bolt, but Phelps was actually more accomplished than even Bolt because he did more disciplines. You know what I'm saying? So it's just whether you consider swimmers to be athletes.
Swimmers are athletes.
Yeah.
And that's a good choice too. I would.
That is. That's a good
I could
choice.
almost if I seen a list and Michael Phelps was on the list, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Me either. I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm good.
Nah.
All right, man, but don't say Tom Brady no more as a best athlete of all time, man. Please don't do that, man.
Please don't. Hey, fellas,
don't do that no more. Don't go on nobody's
most
show.
yards. He done won championships in 2 different decades, 2 different teams. I mean, come on. The man list of accomplishments is on and on and on.
All right, man. Look, it's we got a few minutes left. So let's get into these segments. Elliot, I tell you, man. All right, let's get it here. We're gonna start off with Howard Heroes. Let's go.
Folks out there, especially, I'll tell y'all in a few minutes. Who is this? Is this the team that I thought, my goodness. Is that Syracuse and Miami? Is that Michigan and Ohio State?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Look, Michigan and Ohio State. Look, Ohio State got so mad, they wanted to fight, man. They wanted to fight. Look at that. Look at this, man. Look at this at Ohio State, man, because the man planted a flag on their field. They should have beat them and they wouldn't have had to plant the flag, man. Come on, Ohio State. Y'all done beat.
Keep going. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. All right.
Y'all got to keep rolling, man. Stop, man. This one here, man. Look at this here. Look at this here. These boys, Syracuse, came back from a 21-0 deficit to beat Miami. Miami was trying to get to the playoffs, man. This might have been them, buddy. Miami, I feel bad for you, but Syracuse, y'all did y'all thing, boy. Closed the door on Miami, came back and beat them 42-38. Come on, man. Give them some props. Here we go with this Pittsburgh Steelers. I can't get enough of these boys this year, man. I don't even like Pittsburgh. But listen, they playing their butts off. They're playing their butts off, man. And look at that touchdown. Joe Burrow playing hard too. But sorry, Joe. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. But Russell Wilson ate them up, bro. Russell Wilson ate them alive. This is the same man, Bishop, that man in Denver didn't think he could play. The same one. And you ain't even get back to that one last night because I was hoping that they lost that game. But Tony, I like your team. I don't like your coach. I can't stand your coach. I like your team though. They balling, bro. They balling, but I don't like your coach.
They all
All right.
balling.
All right. So look, Howard, that Ohio State, let me get it up there. All right, Ohio State, Syracuse. What do y'all think
Yeah.
about them trying to plant the flag in the middle of the field? Do you think that's worthy of the opposing team being upset about that?
You know it is, Bishop. You already know it is. Of course, man. Of course.
Yeah,
When T.O. did it in Dallas, he planted the football in the middle of the field, and then our cowboy came and almost knocked his head off. You already
I
know
knew
that.
it was a reason why you was gonna say that, and you was gonna have to take it back to Dallas. I think it was childish when Dallas did it. I think it's childish when Ohio State did it.
It's not childish.
No, I
It's
think
not
it's childish
childish,
on
Tony.
both ends. I think the person
They
going
just
through
can't
it is
beat Michigan,
childish,
man.
and I think the person retaliating is childish. Plain and simple. Grow up. You
They
worried
should.
about something that ain't got nothing to do. You mad because you lost. That's all that was.
Thank you.
Cowboys are
And
mad because they got scored on. That's all that was. And
it's like
I
Aaron
don't like the
Rodgers.
arrogant show
If
off,
Green
but
Bay
I
own the
also don't like
Bears,
the people.
Michigan
I agree,
own
man.
Ohio State.
I agree with you, Tony.
Hey, look, what y'all think about? Hey, Tom, what you think, Elliot? Let me ask you that. Tom, what do you think about them Steelers?
Hey, man, the Steelers look really good, man. I say defense win championships. They keep playing like this. That's all they need. Look, they got a tough schedule coming up. I think they got
We
I
done
know they
said
got the
that for 3
Ravens.
weeks now.
Yeah, they going they got to win their division. That's all. If the
They're gonna
Steelers can
win.
win their
They
division,
don't got to. They're going to win their division.
get a home game, sky's the limit. Sky's the limit.
They're gonna win their division. E.
What do you think, Tom, about them Steelers?
I agree. Defense wins championships, but this ain't the week to talk about the Steelers defense. We can talk about the Steelers defense from last week, the week before. This ain't the week to talk about their defense.
But Joe Burrow
I
cut him
think
up.
he cut him up, and I got to
He
be
cut him
honest.
up.
If it weren't for the fact that the four of us, the five of us, the four of us or whatever was starting at defense for the Bengals.
But Bengals, right?
When you talking about, you know what I'm saying. But I do agree. I like what Steelers doing, and I'm gonna say this. I want to hear the people talking now who want to take away from what Mike Tomlin has done. He is a GOAT level coach, man. I'm sorry. Like, he gets guys to play for him. He does things that nobody understands, because I was a critic of putting Russell Wilson in only because I think you need to develop Justin Fields, because I think I think his ceiling is higher. However, the fact that Tomlin did it is the only reason why I would be accepting of it, because I'm like, yo, Tomlin seemed to make moves that worked. You know what I'm saying? And so they are, to me, they're definitely a top 10 team. I think I have them at number 6 right now, just because you can't lose to the Browns. I'm sorry.
Hold on, Tony. That game was a weird game.
It was.
That was a weird game. We should have won.
Yeah.
But he said it right, Bishop. You still shouldn't have lost to them.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's the only reason why I can't
Shouldn't
put
have lost
them
to
up above some of the other
In a
teams.
blizzard, you don't take nothing from a blizzard.
Man, Pittsburgh ain't too far from what Cleveland is. Stop
But
it,
it still was
Bishop.
a blizzard.
Wait. Let me ask you a question. Did you see the Bills game?
I don't understand your
Sunday.
point.
Did you see the Bills game Sunday?
I did.
They played after clearing off 22 inches of snow and then it started snowing again during the game.
The
Yet they
Bills
still
are
did what they were supposed to do
playing. That was
against the
for
49ers.
Buffalo. That was a windy Sunday afternoon in Buffalo. That won't nothing for them. That's how they play. They practice in that.
You're saying it as if I'm disparaging the Steelers. No, I'm saying I'm grading based on
cold
what
in
has
Pittsburgh
been
too, Bill.
done. That's
It's
all.
cold in Pittsburgh too.
Cold in Pittsburgh. It was all right. Anyway, I just don't think my Steelers should be out of the top 5 after that week that we just had.
You should have been. You lost to Cleveland.
Well, when you see the top 5, you'll understand why.
No,
I'm sure you know
what
why.
you're talking about. All right, we're gonna go to Elliott surprises.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, the Bills dashed through the snow, passing the 49 to 35-10. In a game that Josh Allen actually threw himself a touchdown. Can you believe that? Quarterback tossing himself a TD. Boy, you gotta love it. That's football right there. Hey, check this out. Winston threw a franchise record 487 yards, 4 touchdowns, but then tossed 2 interceptions. They went for scores and cost them the game. Yes, sir. Hey, Colorado finished tied for first place, man. Hey, I was wrong. I said they want to win 5 games.
Say that
They
again.
won.
Say it again.
I
You
was
was what?
wrong. I said they won
Okay.
5.
All
They
right.
ended up winning, what, 9? 7-2 in the conference. And
9
it's
and
a
3.
shame for real that they weren't able to finish and make the bowl game, man. Shout out to Dion. He did his thing. They was picked to finish 11th. And
Hey, if they had a won last week, man, they might have had a chance at going to the playoffs, wouldn't it?
They would have.
They needed some help. They needed some help with some losses.
No, I'm talking about if they had
They
won
would have
last
needed
week.
it last week.
Yeah.
If they would have beat was it Arizona State?
Kansas.
Not Arizona State.
They controlled their fate with that.
Yeah.
By losing that, they messed themselves up.
Kansas. And then you see what Baylor did to Kansas Earth? You see what Baylor did to Kansas Earth? That's crazy, man.
Nah, man.
I'm mad about that one, bro.
Kansas 2 weeks in a row. They took BYU out, who was number 1.
Man.
And then they took out. It's
Kansas
sometimes rivalry games, you get up for the big games, and sometimes
right.
Y'all think Coach Prime? You think Coach Prime is Coach of the Year?
Hey, he should be in the running if he's not, man. Both him and Hunter.
Old boy from SMU. You know what I'm saying? They joined the ACC first year, winning the ACC, going undefeated. They only got 1 loss by 2 points or something like that, or it was a very close loss to. Was it BYU? It was one of the Oregon. I'm sorry, they lost to the number 1 team. So, or no, they lost to BYU. Boise State lost to Oregon. So but Prime should be up there. 3 losses versus 1. I guess it depends on how you look at it.
Howard.
I'll put him up there. I will. Because you see what they placed him at the beginning of the year, especially after the year that he had.
Yeah.
You already know. So I give him, he's in the top 3 at least. He should be.
Before we get to Tony, I just want to throw this out there real quick. Do y'all still think Bronny is NBA level type player? This is for Howard and Tony. I'm just asking. This is not for a debate. Okay, all right. As long as you say that.
Yes, he is.
Do you still think that, Tony?
I do.
Okay. Elliot, do you think he's an NBA level player?
I mean, as long as he's dead playing.
Okay. That's funny. Hey, that's funny, man. Y'all don't think that's funny. Hey, I thought that was funny, Elliot.
Hey, you know what? Bronny actually has more NBA minutes than some first round draft picks from this year, right?
Why wouldn't he have more NBA minutes?
Exactly, Tony.
Yeah,
LeBron gonna be
I
tapping
mean
him in,
that's
put
an
him in.
indictment.
LeBron be saying, put him in.
No,
Yeah, that's an
no, no, no,
indictment. That ain't
no. My point is,
okay. What's your point?
Oh, okay.
you guys are ragging on like LeBron. Bronny saying that he doesn't belong, and you're talking about it because of how he's playing or sitting down to the G League and all that good stuff. When there are first round picks whose dad are not in the league, they were drafted because someone thought of them as a first round pick, yet they can't get any minutes. Why? Because the team that drafted them understand it's about developing them, sitting them, and just so what I'm saying is,
So at least then, okay, with that statement you just made right there, can you at least then admit if what you're saying is true, then why does Bronny have more minutes than the first round players?
Because his dad wanted to get him in the game.
Okay, all right. So he has those minutes.
Wait. That more minutes.
You was honest. Go ahead.
Hold on. The more minutes is 4. It's not.
But why does he have 4 more minutes?
What I'm saying is it was only.
Well, he's only averaging 3 minutes a game.
No, he's not playing 3 minutes a game. He played 4 minutes total in 2 games. So what I'm saying is he's not even active on the team. They're developing him like they do with most young players, except for the teams that are bottom feeders and expect guys to come in and play right away.
Okay, all right. So you still think he's an NBA level player?
He just got to be developed, just like. And he was picked number 55, bro. 55.
Yeah, but you act like 50. You act like they're not treating him like he was picked 55. They treat him like he was picked 15.
No, they are not.
Why is he even in the game?
If media is
listen. If he was 55 with anybody else, he'd be traveling. He'd be playing with the G League team and not just playing at home games. If he was 55. Now, why is it not? Now, if he was 55, why ain't he?
That would be fine if you were stating a fact other than just your opinion.
So he's not. So that's not the case.
He's not the only person who the team only sends down to do spot assignments.
At 55. At 55. We ain't talking about nobody. I'm talking about you. So you're saying there's people that's picked 55 that's going up and down in the G League that's only playing on home games?
No. Watch this. You don't go to the G League when you have a full NBA contract as a second round pick. You don't. Most of them don't.
So the 55 don't go. Help me understand.
No. What I'm telling you
why this is not a particular situation for Bronny and not a regular situation. So I'm gonna let you.
Let's take Draymond Green. Let's take Draymond Green. Pick number 34.
Okay.
He gets drafted. He's not supposed to play. In fact, they tell him he might not even make the team.
Okay.
He starts sitting down, and he got his opportunity, but he wasn't sent to the G League. He was just on the team, not getting burned. Jalen Hood-Schifino last year was a first-round pick of the Lakers, did not see the floor. He was just on the team, practicing and developing.
Was he playing home games at the G League?
No. They are only doing that to give him an opportunity to get on the court because they're saying he's not going to
why they don't want to give them people who sit on the bench an opportunity to be on the court in the G League?
What do you mean?
The ones you just said that they sit on the bench and they don't see no time on the floor, won't they send them down to the G League to get some game time?
No, some players have done that. Some actual NBA veterans have done that. To just go down and get some minutes playing in the G League.
Okay. What I'm gonna take your word on it.
Everything is being
Let me ask you a question, Howard, and then I'm gonna go right back to Tony. Then I'm gonna come right back to you. How long before you think he's gonna be a regular NBA player?
Who, Bronny?
Yes. Do you think he's gonna be that before this contract run out?
Yes.
All right. And what do you consider that? You mean he gonna be on the team
How long was
riding?
his contract?
It was his contract 4 years, 2 years.
Was it 4 or 2?
If it's 2, and you might want to rethink that statement.
I thought it was just 2 years. I could be wrong. Let me see. I really thought it was just 2 years.
I think it's 2 plus 2.
Is the other 2 for the team or the player?
Team. And no player, you don't get no player option.
Oh, well then he won't be on the team after 2 years because LeBron won't be there.
It's a 2 plus 2.
Yeah, he won't
Hey
be
man,
on that
wait,
team.
whoa.
He won't be.
Wait, do y'all remember?
LeBron won't be there in 2 years.
Do y'all
Hold
remember?
on, his contract is fully guaranteed for 4 years, $7.9 million.
Now who gets that?
Wait. It's
Fully
a 2
guaranteed.
plus 2. It is not. There's a team option on every rookie contract. It's a 2 plus 2.
That's on ESPN.
Elliot. Yes, they're saying it's a
I'm listening to
guaranteed.
you.
They're saying it's a guaranteed contract, meaning if they pick up the option, it's fully guaranteed.
That's not what guaranteed mean, Tone.
No, it does. And when you have,
I believe you.
Your rookie contracts are 2 plus 2. That's just the way it works. After year 1, within year 2, they decide whether they're going to pick up year 3 or year 4. The team has on rookies the option to let you go after the first 2 years.
So you think he gonna be on the NBA team in 2 years? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Well, that's what I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's not 10 years and 7 years where we might not know and be talking. We'll be fine. Right. We'll be having this show.
Rich Paul said to the rest of the league, if you draft him, he's going to Australia. Why would he have to say that if other teams weren't trying to draft him? As a matter of fact,
that's a good point.
There were 2.
I think other teams would have drafted him and put him straight in the G League.
No, that's not how that works. You can't just draft people and put them in a G League. You have to sign them to a 2-way contract to just put them in the G League.
Well, then I don't think. I think Bronny. Never mind. We'll see. I just don't see no progression at all. You get somebody like Connect.
You're hating, Bishop.
Connect is 30 years old. He's been.
Oh yeah.
Everybody else missed.
Hey, he's 30. He's 30.
No, he's 23.
But
compared to everybody else, no, everybody else is getting drafted at 19. That's why they passed on him, because they want the 19-year-old talking about.
Yeah, they think the earlier the better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, which is not the case now.
30 in college.
All right, I understand that. That's a good point. All right, but you say Howard hating? I'm not hating on Bronny. I want Bronny to succeed.
You weird. You hating on Bronny, man.
I want him to succeed. I'm just saying. I don't know why people just don't listen.
Tell the truth.
I don't know why people just don't be honest, man.
Number love for that.
We been honest.
No, I don't know why people don't just be realistic and allow young people to develop. He's 19. There's no 19-year-old right now dominating in the league, period.
That's not my point. My point is not that he's 19 and need to develop. I'm just saying, be honest. He is on the Lakers because of his dad.
He's on the Lakers because of his dad. He would be in the league because of Bronny James' talent.
Okay. Okay. I don't know about that either, but I see what you're saying. People did say they told, at least that's the narrative. You know how LeBron is about his narrative. You know, at least that's the narrative they told all other teams not to draft him. At least that's what they're telling everybody. Yeah. We don't know if that's the case or not. But let's move on to
that's why the Steelers ain't in the top 5.
Hey, I mean, that's true. That's a good point. Neither is Bronny. Neither is Bronny either. He ain't in the top 5 either.
He was top 55 in the draft.
He was top 50. He was top 5. He was. All right, let's go to Tony's top 10. I mean, top 5.
I'm being honest. Leave Bronny alone, man.
All right. First, I would like to start by giving honorable mention to my number 6 team. I was going to put them in there. It was a tough battle, but it came down to quality wins and records. So I have number 5 as the Vikings. And I got to be honest, it wasn't the Vikings that I almost pulled out. I almost pulled out the Chiefs because
You never
they're
mentioned who
winning.
your honorable mention is. You just said it. You never said the name. Who's the honorable?
He don't
mention?
gotta
I said
mention-
Pittsburgh. I
Oh,
said
okay,
Pittsburgh
okay. I
Steelers.
didn't hear it. All right.
I almost
Oh,
pulled
why
the
you
Chiefs
say
out.
it, man?
I almost pulled the Chiefs out because, I mean, at this point, they're playing bad and they're getting all of the breaks. And so at some point, the breaks are going to stop going their way. But until that point, you got to respect the fact that they got a 1 loss. And so they're my number 4. Then don't look now, but people might need to fear those Eagles because they're playing like the same team that went to the Super Bowl and was a fumble recovery for a touchdown away from actually winning the Super Bowl. And then number 2, it was hard for me not to put them at number 1 because right now they are looking real good. But so they're like my 1 and 1A. I got the Bills and the Lions. But right now the Lions are just doing what they're supposed to do on a weekly basis, and nobody seems to be able to touch them right now. So that's my top 5. Y'all can argue if you want to.
Well. Reason being, you would say the Lions. Yeah, they 11-1, and Buffalo is 10-2. Listen, the Lions should be 10-2. Real talk. Only because of a coach is why they're 11-1. Chicago beat them, but lost.
No. Chicago almost won the
Chicago
game.
beat.
Hey, Howard. Wait.
Chicago should have
Howard,
beat them, but lost.
wait. So, did not 2 weeks before that same team got in position to kick a field goal and
I
had
get
said
all of
field
that.
goal blocked?
I
So,
understand that.
by that logic, it ain't over till it's over. I'm not putting points on the board till they're on the board. So they did what they had to do to get in position to win, but they didn't win. So I ain't just taking nothing away because somebody was opposed to do something. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I still would say I would put Buffalo at number 1
Just like
and put
the
the Lions
Chiefs.
at 2.
The Chiefs are supposed to have a 2 to the Denver Broncos,
No,
but
the Chiefs supposed to have about 5 or 6 losses. Real
that
talk.
check cleared for
Real
that,
talk.
the offensive
Yeah.
guard on that side that just fell down so that the Chiefs could walk in there and block the kick. So that check, I hope it was worth it. But continue. Sorry. But yeah, if I had to pull somebody out to put the Steelers in, it would be the Chiefs.
They got their hind parts handed to them too. They should have lost
Who?
to the Raiders, the Chiefs. They should have lost again, but they didn't. Fate had them not to lose
how them
again.
boys be doing it, boy, but they be pulling them games out, boy.
Hey man, and what's crazy? Hold on, here's the crazy part. So like everybody was like, "Oh, the refs are cheating for the Chiefs. It's the refs, right?" The refs ain't had nothing to do with the quarterback looking one way and the center just throwing it
And
in
he
his
hiking the
chest.
ball. Exactly, Tony.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Teams are just
Exactly.
imploding when it comes down to win time. I don't.
Yep. It's
I
just
don't know,
crazy
man.
the way that works out like that.
Yeah,
But
it is.
the ball does bounce that way sometimes. It's just eventually it's not gonna bounce the way of the Chiefs.
And it's gonna happen at a time when they ain't gonna like it either.
Yeah.
It's gonna be in the playoffs sometime.
Round 1 of the playoffs.
Round 1 in the playoffs. Yes.
Yo, because if they lose, because the Broncos, for all intents and purposes, had that game, the opportunity to win that game and beat them. So if the Broncos beat them, right now, it don't look like the Bills have another loss on their schedule, right? So they've already beaten the Chiefs. So head up. If the Chiefs lose one game, they got to go to Buffalo for the championship game. And I don't know that nobody wants to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, Buffalo might want to be on the road because they play better on the road than they do home. In the playoffs.
Howard.
In the playoffs.
If it snowed like it did last week, don't nobody want no parts of that.
I don't think they're gonna play. I think they would. I don't think they would play that game. Do you see? You see your boy Cat McCaffrey hit his knee on that surf. and he gone for the rest of the year.
Yeah, he
Gone.
tore his PCL.
He gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like
Absolutely.
games like that should be rescheduled, man.
Win.
Yeah,
It's a
because they
money
were
thing, bro.
dude. They were tiptoeing in that game. Dudes could not. Once the running back
Right.
got loose, it was over.
Hey, you could talk what
They
you want
they
to.
pay these guys too much
It
money,
ain't
man, to
stopped
have
the
them on
Hey,
Bills.
but that's
man.
why home field ain't it? Is that why it's
It
home
ain't.
field, Tom?
It ain't stopped
Yeah.
James Cook from getting off. So you can talk what you want
That's
to
what I
about
told
that
you.
weather. James Cook said, "This my weather. These my man." That dude ran. He was crushing them. He was moving in it just fine. 49ers just weren't ready. They're a California team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He brought the Beach Boys to the North Pole.
Exactly. Right.
Will do. All right, fellas, that's it. That's another episode, man, of Sports Talk Unfiltered. We'll see you guys next Tuesday night, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Y'all guys have a good night.